about 8 minutes. Parshas Behaalosecha, Rabbi Hashem, the mighty Baruch Shem commanded Moshe Rabbeinu down the line, Lamar Teilad, Behaalosecha Saneris. There was a very special menorah in the temple of Hamikdash. There was a very special menorah, and in the Mishkan, before when they were the Klal Yisrael, we were traveling in the Midbar, they erected a Mishkan, which was a miniature Beis Hamikdash, and there was a menorah in the Mishkan. And he told us, how should the menorah be constructed? Miksha Zahav, it should be made from pure gold. Miksha means that the construction should be sculptured out, hammered out. There's two ways that a menorah could be constructed and built. The regular way would be, and the simpler way would be to the knobs and the ornaments, the flowers, all of the decorations, and the candelabra itself could be sculptured from separate pieces and then soldered together, which is much simpler. But the Almighty told Moshe Rabbeinu, told him that he should command Aaron to make it Miksha Zahav. It shouldn't be made from separate pieces that are soldered together. Miksha, the menorah has to be constructed from one solid piece of gold, which is much more difficult, sculptured and hammered out and engraved, sculptured each and every individual one. What's the meaning? Why was the menorah, why did it have to be constructed in this fashion, which was much more difficult? The Shalach HaKodesh says that the menorah symbolizes, which gives light, it symbolizes Torah. Torah gives light to the world. It lightens up the entire world with every darkened community. It lightens up with the light of Torah. And so we shouldn't go forward and assume that in order to elucidate, to clarify, to explain a Torah meaning, a Torah thought, that we have to rely upon philosophy, psychology, math, science, in order to clarify a Torah thought. So he says, from the Torah itself, from one passage, you can clarify another. From one passage in the Talmud, from one verse, from one medrash, from one part of the Torah, you can clarify another part. That all of the decorations of the Torah, of the menorah, which and the same applies to Torah, to beautify, to elucidate, to make clear a passage in the Torah, mimena yihiyu, from the Torah itself. Don't rely on all sorts of different subjects, science and philosophy and psychology. The Torah itself is so rich. The Torah is so rich, you can find everything you need from Torah itself. Those that want to pride themselves, they show that they're well read, that they're familiar with current events and world events, and with all sorts of discoveries and technological advancements, and they want to. We don't have to rely on that. The Torah itself, there's nothing that person could be more proud than with Torah itself. We have a tendency to confuse the outer splendor with the internal spirit. It's very special to see gentlemen coming to shul in the midst of a day's work. They drop everything and They don't leave it because they want to get to shul before sunset, before the sun goes down, before the skies get dark. They want to start minch, they want down mar, and they come dressed like they're working all day long. This is very inspiring. Even though there's a Maimer HaChochem, begodim mechabim eshodem bevoyoi, v'aseichel b'tzeisai. Then, of course, it makes an impression when you're dressed, when you're dressed up to date, and with a very beautiful, well-dressed suit of clothing. But that's only the start. Bevoyoi, when he comes in, so that. But aseichel b'tzeisai. But who he is and what he is, and what he possesses, how he expresses himself, his thoughts, what's on his mind, his hashkafe, his outlook on the world, that's the important thing. Chanani ben Akashya, Hoyoimer, Menorah HaKodesh Baruch Zaki Yisrael, Lefikoch, Himmel and Torah Mitzvah, Shenemar, Adonai Choves Man Tzidkoi, Yaglu Torah V'Yadir. Gadal, Shmei Rabo.